Hello, 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 Junkers. This is Kathy. Thank you for coming back to my channel. And today I'm going to show you in this tutorial how to make this simple little fold-out book for your journal, fold-out whatever folder. Opens up like this, and then it has some fold-outs and some pockets. So join me if you'd like, and I'd appreciate it if you give me a like if you so choose. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'd love to have you. Okie doke. Let's get started. First of all, the materials. You're going to need one 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. Double-sided would be a good thing, but it doesn't have to be. It just would require you to do a little more decorating. And you're going to need, I've already cut my paper, but obviously you'll need a paper cutter, and you'll need a scoreboard, and some glue, and some scissors. And I think that's it. Okie doke. Now I've already cut my paper, and you're cutting down your paper. This piece is 7.5 by 11. So that means you're cutting an inch off, and then on one side, and then you're cutting this down to 7.5 inches. So it's going to be 7.5 inches tall and 11 inches wide. Next, we're going to score it. So I'm going to bring out my scoreboard, and you're scoring it at 3, 6, 9, 9.5. Oh, let me find it. 9.5, 10, and 10.5. Okie doke. Once again, the paper is 7.5 by 11, and your score lines are at 3, 6, 9, 9.5, 10, and 10.5. Okie doke. Once you've cut your paper, you're going to end up with lots of leftovers. Don't throw any of those away because we're going to use them all. The first thing I'd like you to do is fold your paper, and you're simply going to fold it just like this. And then on the accordion side, you're going to fold it back on itself. So that you're going to get something that looks like this. Facing you, it would be a W. Okay? The next thing you're going to do is with your leftover scraps, we're going to get all the cutting out of the way before we glue. You're going to cut these pieces. You're going to be able to get 2 pieces that are going to measure across 5 6/8 by 3 inches. So 5 6/8 by 3. Both of these are the same size. 5 6/8 by 3. Okay? You're going to fold those in half. Then you're going to have a couple of pieces left that are like this. You're going to also make sure these are, and they should be because these are the scraps left over out of this. They're also going to be 5 6/8, but they're only going to be 1 3/4 inches. What we're going to do, we're going to put them together so that they make a 3-inch piece just like the ones you cut earlier. So I'm determined not to let anything go to waste. And we might be able to make, no, we won't be able to. The first thing I'm going to do is glue these together so they have a chance to dry. And I'm just gluing. I want to make sure I'm keeping to the 3 inches. Lining it up as best I can. So now we have 3 little boxes that are 5 6/8 by 11. 5 6/8 by 3. Then you're ending up with a couple of strips. One strip is 1 by 4. If it's not 1 by 4, cut it down to 1 by 4. And that's going to be for the closure. Then you have a couple of other strips. We're going to get to those in a little bit. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is put these in place. Oh, you know what I didn't ask you to get is a 1-inch circle punch. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to glue one of the pieces to the right side of the first fold over here. Okay, so we're going to put glue across the edge, and we're going to put that right in there. And make sure it's glued down really well and that it's flush with the top. And that's going to serve as a little spot that opens up to write in. Okay? Just like that. Next one is going to be placed at the bottom, but this one's going to be a little pocket. So we want to cut a notch, and we're going to cut a notch in both sides, just like this. A little half notch there. And since we're making this a pocket, we're going to put glue along the bottom edge and the top and the side. And we're going to take it and put it at the bottom of that first fold. And we're gluing both sides together. Just like this. Oh, mine's not flush. Let me see if I can still get it out. You really want to make sure it's flush so it looks nice and pretty when you fold it up. Okay. There we go. So now, this is what it looks like. Okay? And on the last one, you're also making this a little pocket. So we're going to add a notch. Whoops. And this is going to go on the second fold. We're going to glue it just like we did the last one. Mine has to be lined up a bit and trimmed. And this is going in the middle onto that second fold, just like that. Okay, so what we have is we have this, we have a pocket here, and we have a pocket here. The next thing we want to do is we want to put our closure in. You're going to take that 1 and 1x4 piece. I'm going to cut like an arrow point at one end, just like that. I think I'll put it in this color, and I'm going to try to match it up a little bit like that, so you won't be able to see the closure so much. And I'm going to put some glue back here. Whoop. And just to reinforce it, I'm going to take another piece that's about 1x1 and just put it over there for some reinforcement. And then over here, I have another little strip. I'm simply going to cut this in half. I'm going to glue it at either end for this strip to fit into to close. Just like that. I want to put this down to make sure I'm in the right place. Okay, now I have this little piece left over, and I think I'm going to use it as a little belly band in here. I have one little piece. Maybe I'll just use it as a little decoration. Actually, I have another little piece. Could have used it. I could make it a little tuck spot, but nah. And so now you can decorate this. You can leave it for journaling space. I would definitely make tags to put in here. Let me see if I have any already put together. I don't think I do. No. I have a little card. I'll put a little card in if it fits. That fits. And I have another little card that doesn't match, but let's see what I can do. I'll put it back here. just for the sake of demonstration. Okie doke. Well, that's it. That's our cute little folder. I love it. This obviously would be embellished. I think it makes a cute addition to any journal. And you can make these as high as you want. I cut mine to 7.5 inches tall because that's typically will be a little shorter than what my journal would be. So I thought it was the perfect size. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you make these. Let me know if you do in the comments. Thanks for coming back to my channel, and have a great day. Bye.